Hey everybody, welcome back to the Sunnydale review. I'm Brian,
I'm Jillian.
and we are recording over the internet this time. So hopefully,
Yes.
the connection and everything goes well. Jillian, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing quite well. I'm excited to get back to this. We've had a couple of weeks off, but I'm ready. I'm ready to talk some Buffy. What
Yeah.
episodes are we covering in this episode?
So today we are going to be covering season 2, episodes 16 and 17, which is Bewitched, Bothered, and Bewildered, and then Passion.
All right, so Bewitched, Bothered, and Bewildered
There you
is
go.
I pronounced it incorrectly earlier before we started the show, but this is a really funny episode. I feel like this it's an episode that really gives Xander a chance to break out of his shell, if you will, in terms
little
of what
bit.
he's doing each episode. So we
Yeah.
want to get into the plot real quick.
Yeah. So just really quick, this episode originally aired February 10th, 1998, so right around Valentine's Day, which is a little ironic.
Perfect. Yeah,
I'm sure that was planned.
I'm sure it was.
It
Yeah,
was written by Marty Noxon, and it shows.
right.
And then directed by James A. Contner,
Okay.
Contner. So Contner,
Cotner.
I guess.
Looks right
I know,
to me.
I'm really bad at pronouncing names, so I just always assume I'm wrong.
I also feel like the way my real last name is pronounced, it just gives us a lot of leeway to pronounce everyone's name wrong. It's like, because I get it, It's
Yeah.
nothing personal.
I mean, I've had telemarketers my entire life pronouncing my last name wrong, and that's how we always could tell if they were telemarketers or not,
Right.
because they didn't know how to pronounce my last name. So
Right.
Just for some context, my real last name isn't Swan, so that's
No, yeah.
that's not the one that confuses people.
Oh, man.
So yeah, let's jump into the plot here. So in Sunnydale, it is the day before Valentine's Day. Xander's planning to give Cordelia a silver necklace, and which is really cute. I mean, it's
Right.
like they haven't really. I feel like at this point, and I might be wrong, but they haven't really established like their relationship. I could be wrong about that.
Yeah, more beyond just making out a lot.
Yeah, pretty much. And so I think it's cute that he like gets her a gift. Let's see. And then so they're in class and he witnesses Amy, who I don't think we've seen her since season 1, The Witch.
Right.
But Xander witnesses Amy use magic to avoid handing in some homework. She goes to like hand the teacher nothing, and the teacher accepts it like, oh, thank you for your homework, Amy.
Yeah, which I think if any of us had magic powers in high school, we probably would have all done the same. Is that a fair?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
At least for some of the more like BS assignments. I literally had homework assignments in my, oh god, it was like freshman year history class that was literally coloring a map. I'm like, I'm finally in high school and my homework is coloring. Yay.
Oh boy.
But yeah. So let's see. Giles and Jenny are still at odds. Giles has decided to stick by Buffy and taking her side with the whole thing that went down with Angel and Jenny knowing about it and that whole
Right.
thing, which I think is very heartwarming because it's very much Giles in that father figure role, sticking by his daughter figure,
Right.
which is incredibly sweet.
Yeah, no, and I mean, obviously as audience, we're on the same side.
Yeah. So let's see. Oh, Giles warns Buffy that Angelus becomes a lot more vicious around Valentine's Day and suggests that she just kind of goes home and stays inside. Apparently, he's reading like old Watcher diaries, and it's something about he did something to a puppy, and Buffy's like, "Don't have a puppy? Don't want to know."
Yeah. Can only imagine. Well, we got a glimpse of what that could have been later on.
Yeah. So let's see. So Cordelia starts to lose her kind of queen bee status amongst her friends because they know about her relationship with Xander. And they give her crap about it. Xander goes to give her the necklace. She accepts it and then immediately tells him that she thinks they should break up. So I guess they were like officially together. And she's like, "Hi, thanks for the gift. I think we should break up."
It's brutal.
So Xander is understandably heartbroken, but rather than you know, doing something constructive with that energy or just going home and wallowing, he decides to go to Amy and blackmails her into casting a love spell on Cordelia.
You know, as you do. So,
do you, Brian?
well, you know, let's moving on. Yeah, obviously very not thought through plan by Xander here. Just acting out emotion and, you know, meddling with things he doesn't understand.
Yeah. So let's see. So he wants Amy to do a love spell on Cordelia. Not for them to get back together. He just wants Cordelia to fall in love with him so that he can break up with her and put her through the same hurt that he went through, which is...
So messed up.
See, this is one of like the... Yes, it's a more Xander-centric episode, but I don't think it always shows him in the best light.
He's a flawed guy, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I love him. Don't get me wrong. I love Xander.
Yeah.
But this is one of those moments where I'm just like, dude, I'm sorry. I can't take your side in this one. I just can't.
No, definitely not.
So let's see. Amy tells Xander that she needs something that belongs to Cordelia, so he goes to get the necklace back. She says she has it in her locker, but then she's actually like, she uses her locker door to like block so he can't see, and then she was actually wearing the necklace and takes it off and gives it back to him.
Right. So she's obviously very conflicted.
Oh yeah.
She obviously still has feelings for Xander. It's just what's important to Cordelia. Her the way she comes off to everyone and her actual internal feelings.
Right. So Amy does the spell at first and they don't think that anything happened. Xander kind of goes to Cordelia and nothing's changed. Then Xander starts to notice. Then Xander starts to notice that every girl but Cordelia is starting to give him a bit more attention. Let's see. So Amy goes back to him and is like, "Hey, I don't think the spell worked, but you know, we could try again." And Xander's been getting attention from all these other girls now, so he's like, "No, it's fine. I don't think we can do it again."
It's like, you know what? It worked out a lot better than what I had planned.
So let's see. Xander goes home to find Willow in his bed.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, she's like wearing his t-shirt and just his, or like his like button-down pajama shirt and just that. And she's like, "I want you to be my first, blah blah blah." And he just like is like, "Whoa, hold on. Okay, this is a bit more than I was expecting." And also you're with Oz and I need to go, and just like runs away.
Right. Oh man, we just need to include Willow getting rejected again, even harsh this time.
It's, oh my god, every time my heart goes out to Willow. I love her so much. Yes. She does not deserve the crap that she goes through.
No, definitely not.
So let's see. The next day, all the girls at school are giving Xander a lot more attention. Harmony actually yells at Cordelia for breaking up with Xander, which confuses Cordelia because she's like, "What do I have to do to make you people happy?"
Right. Like, the only reason I broke up with him was because of you.
Right.
Bullshit.
Exactly. So let's see. Xander goes to Giles for help. He explains what happens, and Giles, let's see. Giles probably wouldn't have believed Xander when Xander's explaining to him what happened, except that Jenny comes in and starts hitting on Xander. Which is just, it's a little weird.
Yeah.
It's a lot weird.
Yeah, it's a lot weird.
She's like rubbing his arm. She's like, "Have you been working out?" And Giles is like, oh, this is really happening.
Oh, man.
Let's see. Giles is angry that Xander would do something so stupid, but really doesn't really surprise you. He's Xander. I mean,
it is stupid, no doubt. But like you said, are you surprised that Xander would do it?
if it was gonna be any of the Scoobies.
Oh yeah.
That's all I'm saying. So let's see. Giles tells Xander that people under a love spell can get to the point where they're like literally deadly. Like they'll hurt other people to try to get to you.
Oh Jesus. Yeah.
Which is not the only time we see something like that in the series, which I think is hysterical.
Right.
Let's see. Giles leaves to go find Amy so they can reverse the spell. Giles tells Xander to barricade himself in the library, and we get another example of how no Scooby can ever successfully barricade the swinging library doors. Oh my god!
Is this like an intentional running joke by the writers? Do you think, or
it has to be?
Yeah.
There is no reason why every single time they like. At one point, you think Giles would have been smart enough to put those, like, you know, the locks that, like, go up into the ceiling?
Yeah.
Like, you think Giles eventually would have figured out, hey, maybe we should do that.
Or at least, like something where you can, like, put a piece of wood between the two doors. You know?
Right.
Something. But no.
Well, because they're swinging doors, so I think they have, like, the... I could be wrong on this one. I honestly don't remember at the moment. But I think they both have, like, the flat metal panel where you just, like, put your hand on it and push the door. It's not like it has the loops where you could put something in the...
Right, yeah. You'd have to add that yourself.
Yeah.
Regardless.
I don't know. I feel like the library doors get taken out so many times, though, that, like, they could have replaced them with something that would have been semi-useful at one point.
They just have a contract with, like, the swinging door company.
Yeah.
Get really good prices, so.
Same thing with the company that keeps coming back and replacing the big picture window in Buffy's living room.
Yep.
It gets broken at least twice a season.
Yeah, I mean, they must have, like, a good discount at this point for being, like, a premium customer.
Oh, yeah. Joyce's poor insurance rate must be, like, through the roof at this point.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. But anyway, so... Xander barricades the swinging door with, like, rolling cabinets and I think a projector. But, a projector on a cart.
Yeah, just something on wheels, you know.
Yeah,
really
but it doesn't
keep
really matter
safe.
because... Oh, wait, no. So there must be handles on the doors because Buffy opens the door from the outside, but she opens it, like, toward herself. So Buffy comes in wearing, apparently just, like, a short black trench coat.
Jesus, pretty like sexual episode for
very much
this
so.
series, you know.
So she tries to seduce Xander. Xander explains that he can't and won't take advantage of her. Explains to her that it's just a spell, but this makes Buffy angry. Amy shows up and becomes jealous of Xander and Buffy, and Amy turns Buffy into a rat.
Yeah, which is foreshadowing, as we all know now.
Yeah. But we can't... Is that this season?
I don't think it's this season.
Not this season.
No.
Okay, so we can't talk about that yet.
Yeah.
So let's see. Harmony and Cordelia have another confrontation where Harmony is yelling at Cordelia once again for breaking up with Xander, and she actually hits Cordelia. So it's like, okay, we've hit another level here.
Yeah, this is real.
Yeah. Let's see. Giles and Xander are trying to find Buffy the Rat in the library. Oz comes in and punches Xander.
Oh, one of my favorite scenes, honestly, like in all of Buffy, is this interaction where Oz punches Xander.
But it's funny because, like, he punches Xander and then immediately helps him up again.
Yeah. Well, he's such a nice guy, but he's got to defend Willow's honor.
And he says, I was up on the phone all night listening to Willow cry about you. Now I don't know what's up, or what happened, but I was left with a strong urge to punch you. Which, so like, good. Oz is such, like, a very mellow, even-tempered guy.
Yeah.
So when he's left with, like, the urge to punch somebody, you know it's, like, another level.
Yeah. I love this scene so much. I just love Oz. Everything he says and does. Really here for it.
Oh, yeah. Nobody takes care of Xander and Oz like Marty does. So.
Right.
Yeah. Let's see. So Giles tells Xander to go home while he, Jenny, and Amy try to figure out how to reverse the spell, both the spell to turn Buffy into a rat and the love spell.
Mm.
Oz goes to try to find Rat Buffy. We're not there yet. I know what you're laughing about. We're not there yet.
This is also the scene, I think, where I realized that the stairs to the basement are the same stairs to Angel's, like, little apartment. They just reused them.
Well, when they were making the show, they had very, very, like, little resources, so they end up reusing stuff a lot.
Yeah,
like
which is fine. It's fine. It's just, like, a funny behind the scenes.
Yeah. Like, one of the other things is that they built the graveyard in the parking lot of the studios where they worked.
Which is really cool.
Yeah. They did a really good job.
Yeah, they look great.
You would never know it was a parking lot.
No, definitely not.
So let's see. Xander is leaving when he sees Cordelia's, like... I have henchwomen written in my notes. That's not accurate. It's, like, her old,
Posse.
like, clique.
Yeah.
But the girls that used to be her friends are now beating the shit out of her.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
So he, like, goes and saves her, and then they escape together somehow. Somehow the two of them are able to outrun everyone.
Xander, famously in shape, boy.
Oh, yeah.
And Cordelia, same thing. Famous athlete.
In heels, no less.
In heels.
Willow actually goes after Xander with an axe. He says, I would rather see you dead than with that bitch.
Oh my god. I love it.
Oh. Xander and Cordelia try to hide in Buffy's house for some reason.
For the same reason you said earlier, they had limited filming locations.
Yeah. Joyce starts to come on to Xander, but Cordelia pulls her off of Xander and locks her out of her own house. I love that. She just, like, swings her around, pushes her out the kitchen door, and closes it and locks it. I'm like, poor Joyce.
Oh, man.
Joyce starts to break in through the door, so Cordelia and Xander run upstairs to Buffy's room. Angel pulls Xander out the window and tries to get Xander to tell him where Buffy is. But he's interrupted by an obsessed Drusilla, who offers to turn Xander.
It's just so much.
There's so much going on.
Yeah.
And this is all in like 3 minutes. So let's see. Drusilla offers to turn Xander into a vampire. She's stopped by the mob of women from the high school, including Willow with the axe.
Yep.
Cordelia somehow saves Xander from all of that, pulls him back into Buffy's house, and they barricade themselves in the basement.
It's like a zombie movie.
Oh my god. I have in my notes, the way they barricade themselves in makes no sense considering the door opens out, so they have
just
like...
don't understand.
No, they can't barricade a door to save their lives.
No.
But somehow it works. Like, I'm pretty sure they're like putting boards and stuff across the door.
Yeah.
But the door opens out, but it still takes Willow, like, hacking the door to bits with the axe. I'm like, apparently you don't know how to barricade a door, and you don't know how to open a door.
I hope that if there is a Buffy reboot, that they continue this lineage of no one being able to barricade anything.
We just need to put swinging doors everywhere.
Absolutely. Also, like, when they all are, like, storming in, Drusilla can't come in. She's not invited.
She's like, damn it! Let's see. So Xander explains the spell to Cordelia, says it was meant, explains to Cordelia that it was meant for her to fall in love with him, not for every other woman but her to fall in love with him. She's touched that the spell was meant for her. The mob breaks into the basement just as Giles and Amy break the spell, so Xander and Cordelia are saved, and Buffy is no longer a rat.
Thank God.
And she, like, I love it that she turns back into a human, and she's, like, behind boxes, and Oz, like, has the flashlight, and then is like, oh, and then takes the flashlight off of her.
Yeah, because Oz is a good guy.
I know! I love him so much. And I love Buffy's line, I'm having a slight case of nakedness. He's like, let me go find you some clothes.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's just so funny. I love it so much.
Oh, yeah.
So let's see. The next day, Xander is bummed that he's not popular anymore. Also says Willow won't speak to him, which I mean,
understandable.
kind of understandable. She's probably angry with him, but also feels humiliated.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And she's angry at him because of feeling humiliated.
Which I mean is reasonable.
Yeah.
Poor Willow.
So here's the part of the episode that I have a little bit of problem with.
Okay.
Buffy gives Xander props for not undressing her when she asked him to, since she was under the spell. Should Buffy really be giving props to Xander for not taking advantage of her?
It's the 90s. That's as progressive as we're gonna get.
Oh. I don't know. There are a couple times where I'm just like, I
mean, maybe shouldn't have tried to change a girl's will to like him in the first place, but...
Yeah, but it's like... I feel like you shouldn't have to be like, thanks for being a decent person.
Yeah.
But yeah, so episode ends with Cordelia standing up to her friends. She tells Harmony that she'll do whatever she wants, and date whoever she wants. And she chooses Xander, and they like walk off together.
Right. Which is great. Great ending.
Oh yeah. So for a watch or pass on this one, honestly, I gave it a pass. Just because it's a cute episode. There's some undoubtedly funny lines, but really it's like a self-contained episode. Right. It doesn't really have a major impact on the rest of the season.
No, yeah, definitely. I like it a lot because it's just like fun and silly.
Yeah.
And when shows can kind of take a step back to make like fun and silly episodes, I always kind of enjoy those. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's definitely something like different.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely.
So what did you give this one out of for stakes?
I gave this one a 7 out of 10.
Oh, I gave it a 5.
You know, I figured
like I was being a little rough that day.
Oh man. Well, yeah. So you say pass. I say. I mean, it's not narratively important because, like you said, the episode ends pretty much in the same place. The only difference being that Cordelia is more open about, being with Xander. So yeah. I mean, watch it if you want. Don't watch it if you want. It's not the biggest deal.
It's a fun episode, though.
Right. All right. So the next episode we are talking about
is Passion.
All right.
So Passion is season 2, episode 17. Originally aired February 24th, 1998. Written by Ty King and directed by Michael Gershman.
Right.
So let's see. We see Angelus stalking Buffy, and he's like still slipping into her house while she's sleeping, which is concerning.
Yeah, he's a full-on creep.
Yeah. We find out that once a vampire is invited in, it's really hard to like uninvite them. It's not like a simple thing to do. Buffy is worried about her mom, and that Angelus might try to kill her just of doing Buffy, just awful things. Giles tells Buffy that she can't let Angelus get to her, but he also won't let her tell her mom what's going on. Which is, I mean, I get that, like, to explain Angel's evil now, blah, 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 she would have to, like, explain the whole Slayer thing, and Giles doesn't want her to tell her mom about her identity as a Slayer, but it's like, you gotta tell her something.
Yeah. It's hard. It's a bad situation. I wish she could just tell her that she's the Slayer. This would make everything so much easier.
Yeah.
Superheroes and their secret identities, It's just too much.
Yep. It's okay. I'd rather her have a secret identity than wear her underwear on the outside, so
Right.
I don't think we'd be able to call, like, just 90s for that one.
No. You have to be in the 40s originally for that to fly, apparently.
Yeah. So let's see. Jenny admits that she was falling in love with Giles, wants to try to make it up to Giles. He says that he isn't the one she needs to make it up to, that she needs to make things right with Buffy. Which, like, I feel like I want to give points to Giles every time he, like, thinks of Buffy before himself.
Right. Like you said, he's really becoming, her dad.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Let's see. So Buffy gets around Giles's rule to not tell her mom about, like, being the Slayer and all that by basically just telling her that she and Angel were dating and that, he changed and they broke up, and now he's being just kind of scary, kind of stalkery.
Yeah.
And just to not let him in if he comes by.
Right.
Which, like, at least she told her mom something. It's better than her mom being in the complete dark.
Right. Just had to keep it vague.
Yeah. And I mean, what she tells Joyce is true. I mean, they were dating, and he became scary, and now he's stalking her. Yeah. So don't let him in.
Which, unfortunately, is not the craziest thing to happen in, like, for a real life thing. Yeah. Kind of stuff happens.
Unfortunately. So let's see. So Angelus is still working on his whole plan of attacking the people around Buffy. So he goes after Willow, but not Willow herself. In Lie to Me, which was episode 7 of this season, we saw Angel go to Willow, expressing concerns about Ford, and she invited him in. Now, Angelus is invited into Willow's house.
Right.
So Angelus breaks into Willow's house, and instead of attacking Willow, he leaves her a gift, which is all of her fish strung together in an envelope on her bed.
Yeah, so we can kind of extrapolate what he did to that poor girl's dog back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing good.
No.
We'll just leave it at that. Nothing good. So let's see. But I mean, Willow is very, very freaked out that that Angel was able to get into her house, and if he can do that and catch all my fish and string them together like that, what could he do to me?
Yeah, maybe most impressive, he can just catch. Well, you probably have a little net in case one dies, right? So maybe I overhyped the impressiveness of this.
I don't think we need to logic out how he did it.
Okay, that's fair. Gonna have my whiteboard over here drawing a diagram. If fish can swim at an average rate of speed like that.
We are not physicsing this.
Okay, fair enough.
So we see that because I think Willow was on the phone with Buffy when she discovered the fish.
Right.
Next thing we see is Willow and Buffy on Buffy's bed in Buffy's room with like giant things of garlic around them, and they each have like a steak and a cross. And Willow's like, "Thanks for inviting me over, Buffy."
Which is reasonable. I mean,
yeah, but like, where are Willow's parents?
Yeah, we can't say yet, right? We'll find out one day, but not yet.
No, but like, I would assume that at least her mother lives in the same house with her. But Willow does not seem at all concerned about her mother. I don't know.
I don't know either.
The parents in Sunnydale are like an enigma. I don't know. So let's see. So Giles finds a way to reverse the invitation, which is fantastic. Good job, Giles.
Right.
Angel goes after Joyce. He wants her to convince Buffy that they should be together. He tells Joyce that they slept together.
Yeah, so much in this scene.
He's evil, but not in like a twist my mustache kind of way. He's like psychologically evil.
Yeah. He's like more like real world evil for a vampire who's 250 years old. It's like, this is genuinely where you like, if you know someone like this in real life, you're just like, that guy is evil. Like, fuck him.
Yeah.
But David Boreanaz is really, really good. in this
Oh,
role.
he's so good at playing both sides of the Angel and Jealous character.
Mm,
So he goes to follow Joyce in the house, and just as Buffy and Willow complete the spell, and he can't enter the house anymore, and she has this great line about, "Sorry, Angel, we changed the locks."
yeah, it
And
was
I'm
really
just
good.
like, there we go. There's our punny Buffy.
Though the
Let's see.
groceries didn't make it in. Very unfortunate.
Nah, it's okay. It was
Like, yeah,
better that
your
Joyce was
life,
okay.
yeah, is more important, but groceries gonna be expensive.
Those poor oranges.
Exactly.
So let's see. Jenny is working on a spell to restore Angel's soul. She's working on like a computer program to translate the old spell, which apparently had been like lost, and she found it, but she needs to translate it.
Right.
She makes plans to meet up with Giles to explain like later that night at his house about how she's doing all this and whatever.
I like to think of the writer's room with like computers. They don't really get it because it's the 90s, so they're just like computers equal magic question mark.
Yep. It's a bit of the MacGuffin.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah, definitely.
it's like, we need this. Oh, we'll just get it on the computer. It definitely the computers definitely become more involved like later in the series, but
Right.
it is a bit of a MacGuffin. So let's see. Drew has a vision and knows Jenny's plan to restore Angel's soul, and Jealous goes after Jenny at the school. She finishes the translation program, and like just as she finishes the program and the spell is all like deciphered or whatever, she looks up and Angel is sitting there in the classroom, just kind of watching her.
It's kind of chilling.
So Angel destroys the printed version of the spell. And
Destroys the what is that thing called? The little orb she has.
oh, the Orbithesla.
Yes. So
Yeah.
apparently you can like get someone's soul into it or like call their soul forth or something. I don't know. It's like a conduit to
Yes.
restoring someone's soul.
So yeah, basically he tries to destroy everything she had that would go along with the spell. He destroys the printed version and also destroys her computer.
Yep.
He's like, okay, it's here. Rip up the paper. Oh, and computer on the floor.
Yep.
Kaboom. So Jenny tries to get away, but Angelus catches her, snaps her neck. Supposedly, from like other things that I've read and listened to or whatever, a vampire breaking someone's neck is supposed to be a sign of disrespect because they didn't even like bite them and drain them or drink from them. They just broke their neck.
Interesting, because that's like Angel's move. Like throughout, he snaps so many necks in his series.
Oh, that's possible.
They're usually demon necks, in fairness.
Yeah.
Or
well, then maybe he can't drink from them because they have demon blood.
Right.
So that would make sense.
Yeah, but this little, oh my god, I almost forget the word, floppy disk that falls between. See, we had it. We're not so young that we didn't know what floppy disks were. They were around.
Wait, did you ever use floppy disks?
In like elementary school?
I used them in middle school for like my computer class. We had to save our stuff on a floppy disk that had our name on it.
Yep.
And hand it in.
And so this falling between the two, like her desk and the file cabinet, is like maddening because it's like, oh my god, how is anyone gonna find this? Like, it's all right there. They could save Angel, but no one's gonna know, you know?
Yeah. So let's see. So Giles goes to Buffy's house to get the book for the like uninvitation spell. Says he should like do his house next. Willow says that Buffy and Joyce are upstairs talking because Joyce is upset that Buffy and Angel slept together. Willow has to check with Giles to make sure like he knows about sex.
Yeah.
Which is hysterical. Like, wait, you know, right?
Oh, we
She
also
wasn't
have
sure
that
with
great scene where he's like, "Oh, maybe I should help." He's like, "Yeah, how would you do that?"
yeah, this is that scene.
Yeah.
He's like, maybe I should go talk to Joyce, on Buffy's behalf. And she's like, oh, yeah, okay. What would you say? He has
So
no
good.
answer.
It's like, yeah,
He would.
maybe not.
How would that play out though? Okay, he goes upstairs, goes into Buffy's room, which is already kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Probably Joyce and Buffy both stare at him like, "What are you doing?"
Right,
He
right.
he takes off his glasses, starts cleaning them.
Mm-hmm. Maybe he pinches his forehead. You know,
Yeah.
does that thing where he kind of stutters and tries to find what he says.
And then can't find it and then just
Yeah.
walks out.
Right. So better for him to just avoid the situation entirely.
There was nothing for him to say.
No.
Because if he says like, um oh, I saw them together, they were truly in love, blah blah blah
Mm-hmm.
blah blah, then Joyce is just going to be like, I only met him once.
Yeah.
Like, why didn't I know that this was someone you were apparently seriously dating and in love with? Like,
Yeah.
you never talked to me, blah blah blah, you have no respect for me as a mother. There just wasn't any good way for that conversation to end.
No, definitely not.
No. So it's better off that Giles didn't get involved. So let's see. Giles returns home to find a very romantic and like theatrical setup. There's rose petals, opera music, wine. He gets upstairs to his bed, which is in like a loft situation, and finds Jenny dead.
Yeah, Angel really, really goes the extra mile on this one.
Oh yeah.
Like you said, the candles, the friggin' record playing, like, brutal.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it for Jenny. Sad.
Yep. Angel is very theatrical when he wants to cause pain, and that's one of the things he loves is to cause pain and watch people in pain because of him. So let's see. Giles is understandably upset, and we see that he like calls Buffy's house, and Willow's still there, Buffy's there, Joyce is there, and Willow picks up the phone, and you just see as she's given the news that Jenny is dead, and Giles is stalking outside and watching them through the window as they are told this news. And it's so evil on like a visceral level. He's taking so much pleasure and enjoyment in watching their pain.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah. So let's see. So the Scoobies know that the Scoobies go to find Giles. Giles isn't at his house. They know that he's gone after Angelus. He has gone after Angelus with like his good weapons. Apparently, he keeps the good weapons at home.
Right.
So Buffy gets there in time to save Giles. They're like at the factory, and he lights the place on fire.
I will say Giles goes for it here. He
does.
He lays some pretty vicious hits on Angel in this, like to the point where I'm like, oh man, is he gonna pull this off? But of course, no.
Part of me does wonder if it was just Angel toying with him.
Yeah, that's definitely possible.
Yeah. Let's see. So Buffy jumps into the fight. She probably could have killed Angelus, but it ended up being a choice between killing Angelus and saving Giles, and she chose to save Giles.
Right.
So Buffy is angry for a second at Giles, but then says that he can't leave her. She can't do this alone. And I think they have this really sweet moment in the rain in the alleyway outside of the factory, where like you can tell that there is that father-daughter relationship, and she's like, I can't do this without you. You can't leave me. Like, how could you do something so stupid as to go after Angelus? You know, you were probably just gonna get yourself killed.
Right.
So, but
love That's what does, makes people do crazy things.
Yeah.
Like attack powerful vampires.
Yeah. So let's see. Buffy and Giles are the only two people at Jenny's funeral, which I think is a little strange, just because like where was Willow and Xander and those
Cordelia,
those two creepy computer nerd kids from iRobot Eugene.
Hopefully in jail.
Yeah, that's fair. Buffy says that she's sorry she couldn't kill Angelus for Giles, but she thinks she's finally ready. Because he's just like stacking up the reasons why at this point.
Right.
Let's see. Willow is taking over Jenny's computer science classes until the new teacher arrives. So Willow knocks the floppy disk containing the soul restoring spell between the two filing cabinets.
Jumped the gun on that.
A little bit, but it's okay.
Yeah, infuriating.
Oh my god. This episode, it's so good, but it's so hard to watch. That's kind of my feeling on it. But it does have I gave it for Watch or Pass. I gave it an absolutely watch because it has major repercussions for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I gave it for a rating an 8 because it's like you said, it's really important. I liked Jenny a lot as a character, and I was very sad that she dies here, and in such a brutal way too.
Yeah.
At least she pushed the cleaning cart into Angel.
Yeah, there's a part where she's trying to run away from him when he's chasing her around the school. He's basically toying with her at that point. But he's running after her down a hallway, and there's a mop bucket cart. And she just pushes it towards him, and he does this super fall dramatic over the cart, and it's
very Home Alone ridiculous.
Yes, it's so goofy, and it's he was so far away from her when she pushed the cart, and she pushed it hard, but not that hard. He really easily could have just gone around it.
Yeah. Hey,
but
maybe vampires don't have good change of direction.
But then he somehow beats her upstairs.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, but yeah.
He's playing with his food. But yeah, for a rating for this one, I gave it 7. I think I was just being extra harsh that day.
You're just in a mood.
Yeah.
Nothing's good. I hate it all.
I was tired.
Right. Understand.
But yeah, this isn't one of the episodes that I go back and rewatch for fun.
Oh, it's not a fun episode.
It's so it's so rough.
Yeah.
But yeah, so those are Bewitched, Bothered, and Bewildered, and Passion. Those are the 2 episodes that we're covering in this video.
Yes, in this episode.
Yes.
So make sure if you liked it to follow us online. Jill, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Jillian_Swan. That's Swan with 2 N's, and I never post. So if you want to give me a reason,
you should start posting. You should start tweeting about Buffy. Maybe when you're rewatching it, you can do some live tweeting. Something like that. You can follow me on Twitter at @TheFakeBMar. That's BMARR. Of course, you can follow the channel on Twitter at WGEverything. On Instagram at WickedGoodEverything. On Twitch at twitch.tv/WickedGoodEverything. We have our own website, wickedgoodeverything.com. We have a bunch of other shows on here too, if you liked this one, including Wicked Good Show and Better Radio. And yeah, am I forgetting anything? Help us get to 100 subscribers. We want a custom URL. We want youtube.com/wickedgoodpodcasts. And rate us on iTunes. Share it with your friends who like Buffy. And we will see you in the next episode. The Sunnydale Review is a Wicked Good Everything production. The fan art of Buffy was created by Fishbone Art. The logo was created by Tamar Kutab. The original intro and outro song was created by Alex Carl.